I think it will be the most important thing either one of us ever do in the movie business. And I want to do it with you.
Yeah, so I am Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Inga. I'm from Sweden.
Yeah, well, it's an
Sorry,
honor getting to speak with you.
you're the only person I can say that to.
Well, I love that you did. And I love this movie too. It's heartbreaking at
Yes.
times, but it's also very powerful. And if I've understood it correctly, it's you that kind of found this story and brought it to Jason
Yes.
Blum and made it happen. So, what was it with this story that really drew your attention to it and made you want to do all this work behind the scenes and not even step in front of the camera?
Yes, very much so. So I'm born and raised in California. So I have seen and witnessed a lot of natural disasters. Obviously, I was highly aware of the Camp Fire that decimated the town of Paradise, California, killed 85 people. And I obviously was aware of it. It was catastrophic when we were hearing about it. And then in 2021, Lizzie Johnson wrote a book. She had spent 6 months embedded with the people of Paradise and wrote an incredible book. And when it was published, the Washington Post did a story about the book, but then they did a little box telling the story of Kevin McKay, the school bus driver who volunteered to go pick up the children in the school bus. And I remember I said to my husband, wow, well, there's the movie. I mean, that should be the movie. And I didn't do anything. And the next day, I was driving to visit my sister and I was listening to NPR, and Scott Simon was interviewing Lizzie Johnson about her book Paradise. And he said, you know, the story that really got me, Lizzie, was the story of Kevin McKay and Mary Ludwig. And I pulled my car over on the side of the road and I called Jason and I said, I'm sending you a link to both things. And I said, Jason, I want to buy the book. I think it will be the most important thing either one of us ever do in the movie business. And I want to do it with you. And from that day, that was August 21st, 2021. And so,
Yeah.
barely just 4 years later, we have the movie being released. I knew that you could never tell the vastness of that fire story without being able to focus it in on something as simple as a school bus driver and a teacher protecting 22 children. It lent itself from a narrative standpoint to being able to focus a story that would just be vast. But then, of course, in the hands of Paul Greengrass, you have a master filmmaker whose background is in documentary filmmaking. And so the scope of the fire is so immersive and terrifying that you get both. You get this very personal narrative story, and then you get this very explosive um, uh, visual movie experience that the combination of the two is really quite masterful.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And Paul Greengrass was the perfect choice as the director there as well.
He was my
And
number one. He was my number one on my list, by the way. I
that
had two names. He was number one.
that's great to hear. I know we're almost running out of time here now,
Oh,
but I also know that you've been working with a fellow Swede of mine, Charlotte Brännström, on Scarpetta. So I just wanted to know if you had anything that you could talk about that project and working with a fellow Swede of mine.
yes. Very excited. It is Scarpetta. It's the book series by Patricia Cornwell, and it stars Nicole Kidman. I'm in it actually also, and I'm also producing that show. So my job as a producer is growing, which is excellent. It's a thrilling next chapter for me.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see you explore that. And
Thank you.
from all I've heard from everyone that works with you, they love your sets. So that's I hope you get that feedback too.
I do. I love the art form of making movies and television. I love the collaborative art form. I've always loved it. It's my favorite part of it is that I can't do what I do without you. I can't do what I do without these people in here. I can't do what I do without a camera pointing at me or a recording of my voice or an outfit. Like it is a team sport. And I've always understood that. And now as a producer, I'm head cheerleader because I love a team sport. And the only way a team works is if they work together well. And the only way you're going to do that is if you feel connected. And so it's crucial to me. And so my first couple experiences here are proving to have that feeling. And I hope it translates to the screen.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for taking your time to speak
Thank
with me
you.
today, and best of luck with the premiere now.
Appreciate it.